What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports News Plus and Polo Sports Talking ENT. Back at y'all with another one. If y'all not sub to my other channel, go ahead and do me a favor. Sub to that other channel right now. It's Polo Sports News Plus. Okay, I'm not sure if any of y'all are sub to it, but I'm letting you know now. The same the same well, I would say it's various different content. You'll be able to see like more of my videos on that one. I made that channel specifically like for videos that I make where I just talk by myself and everything. Uh, but nevertheless, I mean, it's still I still stream on. We're gonna start streaming on that one. I don't have on any streams on that particular channel yet, but I'll give y'all a minute to get in. Y'all hit that like and hit that sub as well as we get the morning started. We're gonna be talking about T Rex. Um, as y'all come on in, like I said, hit that like and hit that sub. Congratulations to Clarissa Shield in her debut. She was able to win in her MMA debut yesterday. I know many people have raised questions on whether or not she could definitely make the transition from boxing, from women's boxing to MMA. And as she was able to defeat Brittany Elkin in a third round TKO that was stopped by the ref. Now, what did that mean? What does that mean for Clarissa Shields going forward? I think it means a lot. Uh, okay, look, I know it's one victory. I know that she. This is her first. This is her first bout, and she needs to go and fight. The top echelon fighters in order for her to actually, be crowned, elite or whatnot. But when you speak of a victory like this, when people were kind of raising questions and doubting you about what she could do, about her skill set, transitioning over from the boxing world into MMA. I mean, that says a lot. I think that going forward, Clarissa Shields, she will go ahead and she will manage, and she will be one of the top fighters in MMA. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, for her to come in like that and win a victory, that's huge because you don't see boxers doing that, and she definitely is setting a trend right now, or she set a trend. I think that she will eventually become a champion. You don't quite see it yet, but the potential lies there, and you have to understand that. It's easy for people to judge a person before beforehand, saying that, oh, okay, well, you're not going to make it, or you're already receiving doubt even before she even stepped into the octagon, because a lot of people didn't really like Carissa Shields like that. There were a lot of people that wanted her to fail. I didn't want her to fail. Matter of fact, I wanted I wanted her to succeed in great fashion. So congratulations to her. Now, As far as Brittany Elkin, I know that that's another loss that she suffered on her record in the women's MMA lightweight division. And going forward for her, I don't know what's bound to happen because she is 3-7 now. Uh, but if Carissa keeps it up and she keeps training hard, and the promotion gets her the fights that she needs to get, that's going to be great for her. I'm very proud for her, and more importantly, not to throw race in there, but I mean, let's just call it what it is. We have to. It's good for a black queen to go ahead and accomplish something like this. You know, hey, we gotta stop. We gotta start supporting our sisters, especially when they're successful in this regard. You know, especially in a male dominated a male dominated category. Uh, such as basketball, MMA, boxing, football. Well, football. That's something completely different. But there are women that have, black women that have been known to come out and play football. But most guys, man, they want to see, uh, skimpy football, girls with their asses hanging out and stuff like that. That type of football game. They don't want to see a real hardcore female out there tackling niggas and shit. But anyway, nevertheless, nevertheless, Carissa Shield came out, uh, a phenomenal victory for her. I think that if she has all the tools necessary to continue further, and nobody's paying attention right now. I mean, that's what it's going to be. There's going to be very few people that are going to pay attention. But when she starts becoming successful and she starts moving up, people are going to start opening up their eyes. That's just like with anything. So shout out to Carissa Shields, man. I'm very I'm very proud of her. Proud of the training team that she put together. But we can't rest in the success. She has to keep going. Uh, she said that her goal is to not just win. She wants to be at the top. She wants to be have that belt, and that's what you should do. That's what you want to do. You don't want to just step up in a sport or do something in life and just do it just to be doing it. You want to get something out of it. And that's what Clarissa Shields is coming to do. She's coming to be successful, just as successful as she was in boxing. You got to think about it. You're talking about a champion. You're talking about a champion that was able to do something that nobody had done in women's boxing, which is win the belts in multiple divisions. You have to let that sink in. You have to let that sink in. And for her to come in and and have a phenomenal victory like that, that speaks volume for her. I'm definitely gonna be talking about a lot of up and coming fighters on this channel, on both of my channels. We're gonna be talking about Shakur Stevenson. We're gonna be talking about Jaron Ennis. All of these different fighters that are coming up, whether it's Devin Haney, Tank Davis, and of course, even the older fighters, not old, but they've already established themselves, like the Earl Spence, the Crawford, Canelo. I'm gonna talk about them, but I like to talk about the up and coming fighters, uh, because I feel like they're not really getting their just due, and that's because combat sports and boxing it's kind of went down. More people are actually looking at MMA, the MMA world, than they are looking at boxing. I still look at boxing and I still pay attention to it heavily. But Clarissa Shields, she's gonna continue. She's gonna continue to go up. And that's one thing about our people. That's one thing about our people, and that's not to take nothing away from any other race or anything like that. But when the odds are stacked against us, we are definitely going to make that push. When her back is against the wall, she is definitely going to make that push. What's up, Jacob Jennings? I see you in the building, man. When the odds are stacked against you, they are definitely going to make. She's definitely going to make that push. If she loses, if she would have lost, I wouldn't have been mad at her. I wouldn't have been mad at her. I wouldn't have been mad at her. Yeah, and I understand that, Jacob Jennings. But now we're talking about a new breed of boxing. Okay, let's get over that. Okay, Mayweather's time is over with. Now it's time for up and coming fighters. Now, okay, all right. Let's talk about other fighters. Okay, we got Shakur Stevenson. We got Jaron Ennis. We got the Charlo brothers. Okay, at 50 and 0. I'm sorry, man. That to me doesn't clarify you as the best fighter ever. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Okay. What that says to me, it says a lot. It says that you know you had a brilliant. You got to choose your own fights pretty much. But back in those days, Jacob Jennings, you remember, you couldn't duck anybody. Back when Roy was fighting, you couldn't duck anybody. Back when Tyson was fighting, you couldn't duck anybody. You just couldn't. You just couldn't. But nah, nevertheless, man, Jacob Jennings, my guy, he knows that he knows his boxing. Um, I'm gonna send the link in here. If y'all want to come in and y'all want to chop it up, you can. Um, I'm not gonna harp on this too long. And I thank you for that, Jacob Jennings. Yeah, the wife is doing much better. Yeah, she's doing a lot better, man. Praise to the Most High for definitely her progression and everything. But I thank you for asking about that. But moving forward, what do y'all think? Do you think Clarissa Shields is going to be one of the elite in the MMA world, or do you think that she's just going to be just another fighter, just another fighter that's taking up space? Me, I disagree with that. I think that she's going to come in. She's already making her presence felt. Okay, yeah, it wasn't a knockout. And even that even in boxing, she wasn't known as a knockout artist, but she just had powerful hits and everything. But she wasn't a knockout artist. But she is quick. She is fast. Um, she is very tenacious. And you have to recognize that like I said, she has all the tools to become successful in the MMA fight game. You know, now will she fight some of the now? Her test is going to be if she gets up in that class, if she fights someone eventually like Amanda Nunez. Will she ever fight her? I don't know, but I'm quite sure that she wants to get a good quality fight on her resume because that's what's going to stand out. What's up, Jacob
Good,
Jennings?
good morning. Good morning. My main man, Polo.
How you doing, brother?
Hey man, shit, I'm a little sore, but what I'm saying? That's from dealing with all these casual white people.
Oh, okay.
Don't they ain't got
What
nothing
do you
to
think? What do you think about Clarissa Shields' victory, and do you think that she could bring prominence to MMA and be successful?
Well, I think that she's an extraordinary talent. Um, I really truly would like to. I mean, I in my to keep it on the boxing, somewhat on the boxing note. I still would like to see her fight Layla. I, I mean, I would if I know that Layla is uh, a very big prestige name in just boxing by itself, not MMA, but she's still a big. I mean, I still, like to see that. You know what I'm saying? She's a juggernaut. You know, she comes from one of the greatest boxers of all time. You know, with Muhammad Ali, and as far as the MMA, like anybody, you got to take your baby steps, man. Um, Sometimes it's you don't want to start mentioning names like Nunez because I that's that's a direction that I would not take. If I'm Chris Shields, not even in the next 5 fights because there's a lot of top competition. You know, there's levels to there's levels to uh, you know becoming a prestige fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just saying just MMA, but I mean even in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to you don't want to start mentioning the the Spencers, the Pacquiaos, the Thurmans, the Crawfords and stuff like that. Well, you gotta beat some of the guys that are in their weight, say in their weight class or in their ranking. You know what I'm saying? Of fighters to kind of
Um,
like, you know what I'm
wait,
saying?
but who you? Okay, you went to boxing just now. Now, who you talking about in that regard?
Well, no, what I'm saying, no, my point I'm trying to make is that when you're talking about MMA, I think she's going to do well. I didn't actually see the fight, so I would actually have to watch and see. I'm sure she did well because
Yeah, she got
Clarissa Shields is
she got a TKO victory in the third round. So
okay.
it went a little further. It wasn't no knockout or anything like that, but the referee had stopped the fight, and she put another loss on Brittany Elkins' record. She came into the fight at 3-6, and now this was her first anticipated debut. And Jacob Jennings, man, she was doubted by a lot, and most women, they already got their eyes stacked against them anyways, especially our black queen. I don't feel that way,
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But you got brothers from my own community that like to doubt our black queens and everything. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, But hey, look, I'm here to hoist her up, man. I'm here to let her know, hey, look, she could be done. And I also got to part ways with you on the fact of mentioning other fighters. Look here, man, she is definitely gonna be. She has nothing but youth on her side. She's only 24 years old. She has time. When guys like James Tony wanted to step in and try to fight and do MMA, man, he was close to his 30s, if not 30s, and he was out of shape. And on top of that, his conditioning compared to a guy like Randy Couture was was horrible. And that's shout out to James Tony, but we know good and damn well he had no business in the octagon with a guy like Randy Couture.
mhm. Well, all I'm saying is that uh, I know I believe that Clarissa Shields could do well. That's, she's just proved that she can do well. I mean, no, I like Clarissa Shields in any fight, but I mean, I'm who's the top dog in women's MMA, Amanda Nunes. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, man.
but
That's
you know what though, Jacob Jennings,
I,
I was
I
telling
can't I
LB
can't
this.
I can't I can't I can't I mean, don't get me wrong. Would I like to see a fight like that? Yes, but like I'm just saying, give her want her time. I want to get the feel, get her, get your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
ever heard that term?
yeah,
Get your feet
and
wet.
that's what I was saying. I feel like this. I feel like if she eventually no, I'm listen, not right now though, Jacob Jennings. I know what you're saying. Definitely not now. But what I'm saying is Amanda Nunez. Everybody thinks that she can't be beat. I was telling LB one time. I said she can be beat. At one time, Ronda Rousey, they were thinking that she couldn't be beat, and guess what happened? She got her ass whooped by Holly. So man, somebody can be beat. Somebody can take your name. Somebody can do
Hold
that
on,
at any given time. And like I said, she got nothing but time on her hands.
hold on. Have you seen Amanda Nunes fight?
Yeah, I've seen her fight, but anybody can be
You
beat.
know,
It's just like
I know.
man, she
I
can be
heard.
beat at any given time. I've seen all of them fight. She can be beat.
I look. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna look. Can Amanda Nunes be beat? Yes, you're right. She can be beat. But what I'm saying, what it's gonna take to beat her, it's gonna take a all around arsenal to beat her. She's not just gonna beat you with just her hands. You see what I'm saying? Now, listen. If we want to talk about from a boxing, from you know what I'm saying? If put like this, when you're in that octagon, you gotta expect four things coming at you when you're in an octagon. You gotta expect a right hand, a left hand, a right foot, and a left foot. And then you gotta expect five. Hopefully she does not grab you or get a hold of you. Because soon as she gets a hold of you, as soon as she get a kick to you, whatever, she can get it and she knows exactly that you have not tasted enough of that. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't tasted enough of that, guess what? That's what I'm saying. You're in a
I
whole
will get.
different. It's not it's different than it's like I ain't finna get it. Like I can go spar with Clarissa Shields, and guess what? 95% of the time she's gonna be tagging the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, she's smart. She's smart. She's smart with her hands. This sport, you gotta be smart with your whole body. It's
Right,
your whole body. It's your whole body. Literally,
right,
your whole body. When you in there, that's a different type of. In other words,
right.
it ain't like Blade fighting, not Blade fighting a vampire. No, it's
Well,
Blade fighting.
we talking about a guy that loves Mayweather. So I mean, of course, it would be natural
Hey,
for you to doubt somebody like Clarissa Shields and put
I'm
Nunez
not
up there.
doubting. That's not doubting her. That's not. Hold on.
Y'all don't want him to be successful.
No.
No, I'm
Polo, you're
fucking
not
with you,
hearing
man.
me.
Go
Look, I love Carissa Shields, but I'm saying that it's more. It's a lot that you got to put like this. Put like this. Polo, I
ahead.
would rather for you to put me in a chokehold. I would rather for you to put me in the chokehold than to punch me and knock me out. You want to know why?
Right,
Because
right.
I don't know. I could probably recover from a punch or a knockout, a knockdown. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying? But when
Right.
you got me in a when you got me in some kind of submissive lock
Submission.
that I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
never
yeah.
it's like I've never been put in and put and slammed to the ground and I could stay on you for 4 or 5 minutes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
Man, it's a whole lot going on when you on that ground, man.
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Eh,
saying? That's like
but
a
you do.
puppy. That's like a puppy playing with a little doll. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no this is a totally different, you know.
But let me let you know something though, Jacob. Now you know boxing, you know fighting and everything. You know what I'm saying? I think you say that you don't know basketball, but you do know basketball because I was telling Tiki what you call Chris Middleton the other day. I said I told her you called her Chris Middleman, and we'll get to that talking about the Bucks because they definitely showed up yesterday.
Hey,
But
hold on. Polo, hey, hey, you know what,
Well,
Polo? If you would have bet some money, you would have won a whole lot of
I
money.
know, I know,
You,
but the series ain't over yet, man. But hey, if they could play like that, if they could play like that, they definitely got a chance. But I'm gonna stick to what I'm gonna stick to the guns. What we talk about right now. Now you do got a good point, Jacob. I know I fuck around a lot, man, and stuff like that. But hey, if y'all guys are listening, Jacob, I fuck around with Jacob because for one, he's my Texas bro. But two, also, man, he knows his fucking boxing, man. I try to go at him, but he definitely knows his boxing. Him
hey,
and
I did
him
put
him and South Solidical. That debate was epic. I mean, epic.
this,
People still talk
but
about it. Go ahead, man. You got it.
look, but that's why I'm trying to. But I also came back. I came back,
Uh huh.
and I told you, I said you and Staff Political were right.
I
Y'all
know.
were right. You want to know why? Because I had to go to some other boxing heads that were older. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They've
Right.
been watching. Look, they've been watching Roy. They've been watching Roy way before me. You know what I'm saying? I was watching
Right.
Roy when I was a kid, but I didn't know. I didn't really start knowing nothing about Roy till really like '97. About
Right.
it was really about 90. I want to say about '97 because after he fought Bernard Hopkins, I ain't really heard too much from. Well, I ain't see him fight again until like when he started fighting and stuff.
Did you, hey
Middleweight.
Jacob? That's what I want to ask you because I wanted to ask you. Did you like Bernard Hopkins?
Uh, yeah. I like B Hop. I didn't like him when he was faking against Chad Dawson at one time.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
nigga shoulder ain't hurt.
Right. Yeah. He was sitting there crying and all.
Yeah, man. I like, dude, he went down. I think he got stunned. I'm gonna say he got stunned, but I don't think he
Right.
was like
Yeah, people.
his shoulder.
That's the hey. That's one of the things they remember about him, man. Sadly, but
That was funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was a funny ass moment.
I,
Hey,
now what's up?
oh, you ever see that? You ever see a fight where the dude, like right before the fight is about to start,
Uh,
and the dude like turned around and walked out the ring?
right, right,
Like
yeah,
both walked to the ring. They got in the ring. They got introduced. One dude was big old dude. The other dude was kind of like smaller. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the
uh
bell had rung, said, ding. That nigga,
huh.
that nigga
like a
say shit. Like this. Exit.
man.
Uh, but my
God
bad. Go ahead,
damn.
Polo.
No, no, no. You got it, bro. No, no, man. No, we chopping it up because hey, listen, man. I'm gonna be talking about more fight. Listen, I had an opportunity because y'all put me on game and you said, hey, this guy's a force to be reckoned with. I've been hearing a lot
Yeah.
because I went to Monty Brown TV. Shout out to Monty Brown TV. If you're not sub to him, sub to him. Look,
Yeah.
y'all guys, you and South Political. See, I wasn't taking this guy serious. They got Jaron Ennis though. Oh man,
Yeah.
he got Errol Spence has said that he's next in line. He's that next young lion. And y'all have said the same thing. So I went the opportunity because I was more into Shakur Stevenson, because I've been watching Shakur Stevenson since he was a young pup, just like I did with Devin Haney and just like I did with Tank Davis, and and what I did with Garcia. You know, man, that guy Jaron Ennis, man, that guy's he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And what's it called? Errol Spence said the only thing he needs to do is play his cards right. What do you think about Jaron Ennis, man? Do you see him being a champion?
Um, I have not yet really seen him fight. I mean, I saw actually I saw a little something, but like actually watching. I have to go do my homework, watch an actual fight to see
Right.
what I think of him. I mean, he's got good size,
Right.
so I'll at least give him that. And one thing I will say I like about him, he's confident, feel like he's confident with the putting himself in the competition of the others
Right,
fighters
right,
that are out there. So I mean, your confidence is uh is everything. You know, if you're not confident in yourself as a fighter, um, I mean, you'll have wavery tensions. You know, you're good 1 minute, and I mean, you'll fight, you'll play well against, you'll box against well against one guy, then you get in the ring with this other guy. So your confidence always got to be high. You know, uh,
right,
to hey, well, I'm just as good as they are. I'm in the same weight place that they are. Basically, what he's saying. I grew up in the same hood they from.
right,
I know the
right,
same.
right,
I know the block just like they know the block. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Uh, I know who they know. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And, and, and,
Yeah.
and check this, Jacob. Hey, even more
Yeah.
so, piggybacking off of what you said, not to cut you off, but man, I like when you say that because you know why? Hey, I bleed the same blood you do. I'm a human being and I'm a man just like you is.
Mm-hmm. When you train in boxing and do whatever you do, shoot,
Hmm.
y'all can score it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shoot.
Hmm.
You remember how old boy from Great White Height was? Come on, pump, fight me, champ. You know what I'm saying? On my title shot. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you brought up that motherfucking movie, man.
Yeah, you my title shot.
Hey, what do I think about no damn great white hype, nigga?
You know what I'm saying? On my title shot.
Yeah, yeah, that's my motherfucking movie, man. I used to watch that shit. I like that, and I like Malibu's Most Wanted because them was kind of like the like guys that think that they really couldn't do anything, and then they are hyped up on the stage, knowing damn well they didn't have no reason being in that position, but they actually they were like that shit was funny, man. Both of them motherfucking movies, man. But yeah, Great White Hype, man. I remember that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they don't talk about that shit no
How
more.
fighters, hey, that's how fighters used to used to call out they they opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Too. You claiming you the hey, kind of like in a way, I because I Andrade Demetrius Andrade did the Charlos like that. Uh,
right.
he had called him out, but you know, right now, like I said, right now in the sport of boxing, Canelo is the man.
Man, I'm glad. Well, a lot of people don't feel that way, Jacob. Man, I'm glad you admitted that. But a lot of people don't feel that. I feel that way. But a lot
Canelo,
of
let
people.
me tell you something. He ain't. He'll never be my boy. You know what I'm saying? No,
Why?
he'll never be my
Why?
boy. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he's Mexican.
Huh?
Why? Because he's Mexican, man.
No,
Why?
nope.
Why? What's the reason? What's the reason why? No, I'm not talking about as far as race. People, when I say that, people think I'm talking about race. I'm talking about the fighting style. Like there's some people that don't like Mexican style boxing. Me, I love it because with Mexican
Oh,
style boxing, they come forward and they keep fighting.
yeah,
Man, them motherfuckers be having. Hey, Jacob, them motherfuckers be covered with blood, still be coming at you.
yeah. Hey, look, nah. It's look. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Now he done had look in 8 years, right? 8 years
Uh,
since he fought Floyd,
right,
right? Canelo
right.
has he been working out. He been tuning up his fighting style, and you know what I'm saying. He's proved that. He's proved to be the top cash cash cow because basically like I said between my boy Floyd, you know what I'm saying.
Man, here
On
you
that
go,
on that.
man.
I mean, no, I'm just look. No, I'm telling you, look, Floyd, uh, uh, Floyd is the pay per view king. You know what I'm saying?
That's no doubt. Yeah, I
So,
can't argue with that.
put like this: nobody has generated the amount of money that Floyd has. Roy Jones ain't top. He's nowhere near compared to Floyd on no financial scale. He ain't. I'm talking
You
about
talking
Floyd
about
by himself
you talking
owning.
about you talking about Roy Jones?
Yep.
Yeah, nah. Well, he wasn't. He they he didn't really find a niche like Floyd did. He didn't find he wasn't as in terms of marketing. Uh, Floyd, I got to give it to Floyd. He definitely found a niche better than everybody else in terms of promoting himself. If
But
that
you
makes
got
sense.
to nowadays, Polo. Yeah, listen what I'm saying. If Floyd Mayweather never have left Bob Arum, he would have just been kind of like known like a lot of the rest of these fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, he would have been like just like a lot of the rest of these fighters. Matter of fact, he would have been like Terrence Crawford right now.
Right.
Because
Exactly. Exactly.
Floyd telling him in so many ways, bro, I used to work for the man. I used to work for the man. I'm telling you how he is and how he taking advantage of you. Listen, you're incredible talent. Floyd ain't knocking you from your talent. Floyd not talking to you about from no talent perspective. We not even talking about talent. You know what I'm saying? We talking
Right.
about business. At the end of the day, we talking about money that you. I mean, how would you feel if you was making $100 million and uh some somebody who uh supposed to be your promoter is taking nearly 50% of your money. You know what I'm saying? 50% of your earnings. You know what I'm saying? And leaving you instead of you walking home with 80, 70 million. You know what I'm saying? You going home with like 30 or 40 million. You feel what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Yeah, you going home with like
Hold on
30
one
or
second,
40
Jacob.
million, man. Yeah, okay. Oh,
Jacob.
yeah.
My my bad, bro. Can you hear me, bro?
No, you good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, and see with Jacob, man. See that my nigga, man. That's why like I wish you would like get on because I, with you. I think it's only three people that I've really been able to really chop it up in terms of boxing with, unless I go to the other like the other channels and them guys they really be on their shit. But Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
man, your boxing knowledge, man, is up there because not too many people. You know, they'll do the obvious. They'll say they like Floyd, right? but they can't tell me truly why they like Floyd. Like with you go into detail and you actually break that shit down. Like me,
Yeah.
I tell you the reason why I like a fighter like Canelo. I don't just say it because oh yeah he's that number one or we're supposed to choose him or something like that. And I think that's what that with you man you definitely got to you got to put that out there man because a lot of people don't know all they see is Floyd fighting Logan Paul and shit. When people like these youngsters they really don't know that Floyd back in the days he was actually more offensive than he was defensive.
Well, watch Pretty Boy. That's why I was trying to tell you and South Solidically. Am I saying his name right? South Solidically.
Yeah, you got it right, man.
I mean, if you listen,
Shout out to South Political, man.
South Solidically, you was right because, like I said, even my own partner. Now listen, my own partner for over 20 some odd years was telling me that nobody would beat, you know, L. Jones. So, hey, if he said that, ain't no more arguing. I ain't gonna listen.
What
He
did
right.
he did he,
No,
did he box?
huh?
Did he box?
No, no, no. They just watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? They
Oh,
were
okay.
they got like a we got like a little boxing. We got like a little boxing. We got like a little boxing crew where we just be uh watching all the fights and stuff like that. Now them dudes. Now these some guys. They a little older than me. You know, they like in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like early to mid 40s. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes. They've been watching. Like they watched all the '90s stuff. All the '90s stuff you
Yeah.
can think of. They watched it. You know what I'm saying? Um, especially my homeboy D Mac. He'll tell you. Shoot, right up. He would have said this. That's why I say, shoot, uh, uh, ain't no point of. I mean, y'all were right. Y'all was right because Mayweather would have had a hard time uh dealing with a, a, a Roy Jones, and Roy Jones was superior, a fighter, man.
Right.
He really was. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of Roy. I just like the way, like I said, Floyd. I like the fact that you come into a fight, talk noise, bag it up. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know. That's why I say in the beginning when he was Pretty Boy Floyd was dominator, man. Floyd was way more aggressive. Floyd threw way more punches. Floyd was on the attack way more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying, man. Just watching. Look, after he started, it's when he realized that he didn't have to do much after he started getting paid. Because guess what? Think about it. When Floyd was doing all that, when Floyd was being offensive and he was more dominated before he became Money Mayweather, why you see all of a sudden now he ain't doing as much like he used to? You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's right, and some of his fights towards the end of his career, I'm gonna say after uh probably after he fought Ricky Hatton, Floyd started kind of chilling more, in his fight. He really
Right.
wasn't being as dominant and aggressive. But guess what?
Right.
He was putting in work and being dominant. Like I said, knocked out a bigger fighter that was in a bigger weight class. Look, Floyd started at 126 pounds.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, featherweight.
Oh, he was a natural featherweight. His Floyd ain't no natural middleweight like that.
Right.
So he ain't gonna fight no Roy Jones. First of all, he was gonna fight a Roy Jones. You know who's gonna be the A side of the fight. Damn sure ain't gonna be no Roy.
Right.
Roy Jones won't have an advantage. Roy Jones won't have much of an advantage in the fight anyway. You gotta understand how who dictate boxing in business. Boxing is boxing gonna be boxing. Talent. If we just talk about talent and skill and stuff like that, yeah. But also you gotta look at who's gonna be controlling that. Pacquiao probably didn't have no leeway when he fought Floyd. Like Floyd controlled every aspect of that fight. When he controlled every aspect of that fight, it
Yeah.
ain't just the fighting and boxing stuff like that. He choosing your gloves. talking about random testing and all of that. Man, shoot, Florida is the wherever Floyd say, it goes. Put it like that. Ass Vegas. You know what I'm saying? The man live in Vegas, for Christ's sakes. How many people you know live in Vegas like that? Black and multi-millionaires.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it though, as much as we like to sit here
What you saying, Polo? Breaking up, homie. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe where you at?
Jacob.
Good, Polo.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, look. What I was saying is that okay, some people think that he was fighting this fight with Logan Paul because he's kind of losing a little bit of money. What do you say to that?
Um, losing a little money. Let me
Yeah,
ask you
because
this.
he's not investing his money. He said he puts everything into his kids and stuff like that, which I definitely believe. I believe that he's a good investor. You know what I'm saying? Some people think otherwise. What I mean, what do you say to that?
Let me ask you this. How many other fighters or people is making 2 million a month?
Not none.
1 month, 30 days. 30 days is 1 month, right? Or however many months in the how many days in a month? 30, 31
Right.
days. The man is making over
Yeah.
two million
Hey,
dollars.
look at South Political already talking trash.
Oh Lord, Mr. Untouchable Roy Jones Jr. Hey,
Hey, South Political, come on in here, man. We got to go round two. Round two
nah,
with South.
ain't no round two.
Nah. Do it for the people. I like,
I'm ducking
hey.
this. I'm ducking this challenge. I told you, Roy Jones would win. I told you,
You
man.
can't
I
do
had to go do my
that.
own. Go ask. Okay. Do you want me to come on so I can sound political? Do you want me? Do you want me to tell you? I'll come tell you direct. Roy Jones was the man. Yes, he was Mr. Untouchable. Yes, nobody would have beat him in his prime. I agree with
No,
you.
no. Hey, Jacob, don't tell him that,
No,
man. Come on, stand your
no,
ground.
no, no, no. Listen. I had to go ask people that actually saw him. That's what I'm saying. That actually watched him. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I was just a youngster. I was just a youngster when I first saw Roy. I didn't really start knowing more about Roy Jones until probably like 96, 97. It was probably my freshman year in high school. My freshman sophomore year in high school when I started uh 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 when I started really knowing about Roy. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Roy. Ain't no second round. Ain't no round two. He got KO in the first round. Okay, I lost. I got KO. I'm here talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He's still
Hey,
the
but
biggest superstar.
I'm willing to
You
tell
know?
both of y'all. Hey, this is what I was trying to tell both of y'all. I know a guy that could beat both of them. Roy Jones or would have had a good shot at beating both of them. And I was trying to tell y'all Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
I felt like
yeah.
Marvin Hagler would have got both of them. That's just my
Right.
opinion. Even
Right.
though clearly he wasn't in the when it came to Floyd, Floyd would have had to come up to fight him, which I have no doubt that he probably would have. But with Roy, I think that would have been a very good fight. Marvin Hagler against Roy Jones.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Roy was the man. I ain't taking nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just like I said, I like Floyd, man. I like Floyd because of uh his ability, what he can bring, basically what he brings to the
And
sport, man.
still,
Oh man.
Mr.
Oh
Untouchable.
Lord.
And still, Mr. Unbeatable.
Hey man.
Come
Come
on,
back and
man. You
check
don't know. How old are you, man? You don't know about Roy?
me. I'm
Yeah,
38.
Jacob. You
I'm about
older
to be
than me
39.
and don't know about Roy. That's crazy,
Whoa, whoa,
man.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Wait a second. I knew about Roy. I'm saying I did not follow him like that back in the boxing game. Back in that time, I was more focused on heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? It was by Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike
When he
was
got
the
out of
man.
jail,
Yes, before and after. Before
you
and
should have
after.
known about Roy, boy. Roy got real popular in the mid
I know
90s.
him. Yes, yes, yes. No, Roy Jones Jr. Look, Roy Jones Jr. was the man. I told you. I had to go to my OGs. You know what I'm saying? My partners who've
You
been
should
watching boxing. They
that's what
agree with you. They agree. Everything you were saying, they agree with you. After that, I was like, well shoot, Floyd ain't beating him. Floyd
you
ain't
gotta
beating him. Then I had
you
to go
gotta
back
look
and
at
watch him.
you gotta
Floyd ain't
you gotta
never
look
to
at it
beat
like
Roy
this.
Jones. Yeah.
You gotta look at it. Roy Mayweather fought 50 professional fights, right?
Yeah.
His whole career, all the way up to about 40. What he retired at 40,
Uh something like that.
right there. Then it, I don't know if Polo remember. It was right around 40. We know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Roy.
Uh
That's why I always say Roy first 50 fights. He went 49-1. He had one disqualification when he fought old
yeah.
boy in '94. So
Montel
his
Griffin.
first
So
50 fights blow all his fights away, huh?
I said, obviously I know who listen, obviously I know about Roy. I know the band he fought.
Yeah. So
So I know who Roy is.
he the only boxer I know. His first 50 fights, he didn't never even get hit hard. That was the first time he ever got hit hard at 35. His whole career boxing. Nobody had never seen Roy get hit like that. Polo could tell you. That's why I remember
No.
watching that fight in '04. Man. It was like we seen a ghost off in there watching that fight. Like, if
Oh,
Roy
when he
just get
fought
knocked
Tarver.
out, boy, it took us an hour to get over that. Yeah.
But
I
but
don't know.
but
Oh,
but but you're right. You're right. You're right, man. I'm telling you, you are right in a lot of ways. And like I'm telling you about going back and watching his fight, the type of fighter. Yes, he would have gave Mayweather hell. And
he, he he
May,
broke
I,
down how to beat Mayweather. I talked about it the other day, but you
right,
wasn't on here.
right.
I don't know. You
Oh,
might have
okay.
been
Now what?
watching. He
Yeah, I'm not
broke
sure. I
down how
probably
to.
did.
You know how he broke down how you beat Mayweather. He used the James Tony fight because James Tony used that shoulder slip stuff too.
Hmm.
He wasn't as good. Of course, when nobody was as good at it as Mayweather, right? But he
Right.
said the way you beat people that use that is you counter them and then you step to the right if they're orthodox. So that means when he hits you and step to the right, you can't counter because you're gonna have to open up. If you are orthodox, you're gonna have to open up. You can't never sit in that shoulder slip. And he showed how he was doing it to he kept James Tony out rhythm, and he sit there. He was so much quicker than everybody. It was like he sit there and wait till you throw something. And then if you didn't throw nothing, he'd go on and hit you with the straight and just step to the right. Once he stepped to the right, you got to open up because you in that shoulder roll. Your shoulder got to open. And then he hit you again.
Right.
Mayweather,
Right.
he wasn't gonna, he would never get comfortable because he not. A best thing you could do for a counterpuncher is throw something out there so he can figure out how he want to work you. But Roy a counterpuncher too. He
Yeah.
ain't doing that. He not trying to counter. He not trying to jab you or nothing like that. Roy trying to counter with that hook, either with that left hook or hit you with this straight.
Yeah. But that straight from Roy was, oh my God, was lethal.
And it
Damn.
was quick,
Man, that's why I was like,
like a snake.
he hit you with that. I mean, it's almost like he ain't, it's like he looking at you, but he ain't looking at you, but he got that, he looking at you from a, like somebody on the side of
Man,
you,
that nigga
right?
was striking
And
like
then, and then he could just bam hit you so hard he ain't even really
and
like
so
really looking at
fast.
it. Yeah,
You see when he fighting that tall dude and he got low and then he struck him with a straight like a goddamn cobra. I'm like, man, this
man.
nigga.
Hey, that body punch. Look. That Roy was a hell of a body puncher too.
Man,
Roy was a hell of a body puncher.
Roy is the combination of speed and power, man. Speed,
Yeah,
speed like a goddamn Sugar Ray and power.
yeah,
You see man, he got so many. I still don't know nobody that can that can hit somebody with 4 or 5 hooks before they even respond, man.
yeah. That and
I ain't
that's
never
a
seen nobody else do that shit.
yeah.
I
But
just ain't.
Floyd ain't gonna let no Floyd man. Like I said, Floyd would have controlled that fight. What I mean by control,
He
I
wouldn't be
just
able to
think that
control
he
it
would have
because you
had
know
time.
how he.
What I'm saying is because we're gonna talk about the business of things. Floyd would have. I think he would have. I think he probably would have either priced himself out
Yeah,
or uh he would have tried to wait. He would have tried to weight drain Roy. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
not
He
allow Roy
he
to
would have
fight
done.
at.
Roy Mayweather would have tried the best to do a lot of grappling because Roy was a dude you can't hit him either. So how you gonna outpoint him and run? You ain't gonna do that with him because you can't hit him either.
I just kind of see, like I said, me. I just see it was more of a chess match type. You know what I'm saying? Both of them going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of when I see Floyd, I see Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because uh like this one old legend was talking about I can't remember his name. His last name was Muhammad. He was a fighter. He was a guy on YouTube talking about, when you fighting Terrence Crawford, uh he moved too much. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
basically, I could just see Floyd
But
constantly moving
but
around. I don't see him constantly
you know
standing
what
still.
Floyd done with fighters that were quicker than him? He used to do his Zab Judah. He'll guard. He'll start guard more, like with his hands up.
Hmm.
Remember he do Zab Judah
Yep,
like that.
yep,
I guess to see
yeah.
what he going to kind of fill him out and see what he gonna throw. But
Hmm.
man, Roy is so much. He ain't never fought nobody as strong and as quick as Roy, and that combination of speed and power.
That's man. I don't think.
He was
I just think that would have happened, man. Mayweather would have
let
probably
let Roy dig
drained
into
them.
them. No,
Huh?
that's why I said that at the least, at the minimum, I think Roy go probably 150, 145, or 150. That's probably low as Roy gonna go because he was naturally a middleweight at 155, man. And you see, I know you went and watched some stuff. That's why you talking like you talking, seeing how he just counter and just knocking folks senseless with a hook. I remember he
Man,
was
shoot,
fighting this Arabian dude or something, man. The dude messed around and Roy, Roy so that his reflection so damn nasty, man. The dude He thought because Roy didn't have no guard up. He thought he finna catch Roy with a hook. Man, he moved out the way and hit him with a hook so fast and knocked him. I'm talking about, man,
He shouldn't have.
bro.
I think I honestly believe he. I believe he could have beat that. I believe he could have beat that white boy Danny Green.
Man, bro. Hold
But
on.
even though he was older, he should have beat him.
I
I mean,
remember.
Roy was winning the fight.
I remember in the late '90s. It was this cat. He got a ponytail overseas. Everybody thought he could have something for Roy. Man, Roy went over there and played with him. I don't know if Polo remember. He went over there and played with that dude. He was scared to even. Roy went in the corner and just sat on a turnbuckle because the dude was scared to fight. He was like, "Come on, man, come on."
Yeah, that's when he was at.
Nigga hands were so damn
That's when
deadly,
he was
bro.
at. When he moved up.
Yeah, because you
That's
remember
when he
they
moved up.
hyped that dude up. They thought he was over. Man, Roy played with this dude the whole fight. That
Yeah,
Oh,
nigga
he played
hands
with a
are
whole
deadly,
lot of
man.
people. He played with a whole lot of people.
Man, I'm telling you, in the early 2000s, they had him in the
but
top five most deadliest hands,
but I
let
don't
alone
think
boxing.
I don't. Yeah, I know that, but I'm gonna tell you something political, and I just said this, and I know you heard me. I said this to Jacob Jenner. I said this last time we talked. I feel like the only person that would have gave both of them trouble, but really it's really aimed at Roy. It would be Hagler. To
Yeah, I
me,
mean
I
Hagler.
don't think Peter Hagler. I don't think he would be getting away with a lot of the stuff that he did. And Roy is my nigga. But when I got a chance to really study Hagler, uh-uh, that's not gonna fly. That wouldn't fly against Hagler.
Explain a little bit more.
What in terms of Hagler?
No, I'm just saying. Just explain why you feel that way.
Well, for one, you have to realize the era that he fought in. Uh, it was like okay, with Roy, a lot of those guys were already when they came into the fight, they were already kind of intimidated by Roy, except for like Hopkins, Tarver, Tony, those guys right there. The vast majority of people that actually stepped into the ring with Roy were already intimidated before they even stepped in the ring. I'm talking about the mind factor. We don't even have to talk about the skills. Uh, when you stepped into the ring in that era,
Oh yeah,
everybody was there to take your lunch. Whether it was Roberto
yeah.
Duran, whether it was Sugar
But
Ray Leonard, whether it was
you got.
hold on, trying to
Okay,
explain.
go ahead, Marco.
With Hitman, Tommy Hitman Hearns and stuff, and see yeah, everybody thinks that those guys, back then it was just like an all out slugfest, and they didn't, have any head and neck movement or no type of defense. Well, that really wasn't the case because they did have defense and stuff, but it's just like they had a great offense as well. Now to sit here and say that Hagler was way more flamboyant and all that other stuff than Roy, you'd be silly to say that. But in terms of him actually bringing the pain and actually bringing it to Roy, and Roy having to knuckle up, and he gets Roy, like let's say he gets Roy in the corner or something like that. Oh, it's over with. That's what I mean.
I mean,
I don't know about
the
I
only
don't
thing
know about
about
not Hitman or not Sugar Ray Leonard, but I'm talking about Hagler.
yeah, I understand. Hagler was a big light heavy. Southpaw. I just don't know, man. Roy, you remember James Tony. I know he ain't considered as great as Roy. James Tony was a bad dude when he fought Roy before. He was knocking jokers out. And he played with James Tony. Remember, he was lights out Tony. he was
Yeah,
he was the joker
yeah, we were
that
talking. Yeah, you were talking about that.
he played he
Jacob Dennis.
played
I
with
don't know
he
if you
played
heard
with
South
him
Political.
too. There's done the
South, South,
chicken with him.
South
But that
Political
dude,
brought up a
huh?
great point. He brought up a valuable point, Jacob Jennings. South Political. You remember what you had said? He said about the shoulder roll because
Yeah, I
everybody
just
talks
explained it
about
to him.
Mayweather and the shoulder roll. People forget about James Toney and the shoulder roll that he had. Remember that, Jacob
Yeah,
Jennings?
Right. You talking about
Okay.
James Tony using it
yeah,
or what, fighting with
yeah,
it? Fighting with it?
yeah. He
Yeah,
one
I
of the
seen.
greatest to ever use the shoulder roll too. You,
Yeah,
Tony had great
yeah,
defense.
but you right. You. That's what I'm saying. You proved a valid point by when they had fought and he fought somebody who basically was fighting with the shoulder roll way before Mayweather even came on the scene.
Yeah, and he
Well,
was a
and he
good
mentioned his
defensive boxer and a knockout artist, huh?
Did you
More
mention? You
famous
mentioned.
and
Hey,
more.
South Political. You mentioned his father. Did you mention Senior or did you
Yeah,
mention Roger
Mayweather's
using
father
it?
started that. Yeah, yeah. Now
Okay, because I
his
know
father started
Roger
that. His
did it a little
Roger
bit
didn't
too.
use that.
I mean,
Roger
he
really
didn't
didn't
do it.
use
He
it.
didn't do it. He didn't
Daddy
do it that
Floyd.
He didn't
much.
do it.
Daddy Floyd started it.
Yeah,
My point. What I was saying was Floyd is a. That's why I'm saying. Uh, uh, that's why I'm trying to tell you, South Political, that Floyd is a better jabber. He, the style that his daddy taught him, Floyd
yeah.
perfected it. Perfected it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Floyd still was getting caught, but Zab Judah was catching him. Zab Judah was giving Floyd the work,
Yeah,
and
I
trust me,
know.
uh, if he would have fought Shane Mosley in probably like '99, early 2000, and I don't know, I think Floyd would have lost to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm saying
Shane was in his prime.
Floyd
Shane was
only.
strong.
Yeah,
Look what he did to De La Hoya 2 times.
Hey, to me, the Roy Jones of boxing in the ladies is Carissa Shields.
man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ain't
Even
nobody
though
can compare
she
to
ain't no
her, man.
knockout artist in that way, I
It's
just feel that way.
this ain't nobody can compare to Roy, man. This dude, for him to do some of the stuff he done in the ring, man, is crazy. Put your hand behind your back and knock a dude out. Go to the corner, put your hand behind the back, and just knock a dude out as soon as he come up on you.
Only person that you really see doing that right now, South Political and Jacob Jennings is Tank.
Yeah.
That's the only
Cause
person you really see doing that type of shit.
Tank do a little bit of that.
Man, Tank be taking it to a whole nother level. Man, Tank be out there showboating his ass off.
Well,
A
you know who
little
taught.
bit. That nigga be showboating his ass off.
Yeah,
But
but you know who
but
taught
Roy
Tank.
Roy used to. Huh? Go ahead.
Y'all know who taught Tank? TVE.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean they're under the same. Devin Haney, Devin Haney's under that umbrella too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, they learned. They know who. They know who's still the king.
Man. But
I mean, but Mayweather the smartest boxer ever. He ain't the best
Man,
boxer
tell
ever.
you. I
He
ain't
ain't
say.
the best
Hey,
boxer.
hey, man. Floyd. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you put Roy Jones first 50 fights against him, he blow him away. He wasn't hand selecting fights. He was fighting whoever wanted. Whoever
So,
wanted to come get
so
him.
Floyd. So you saying Floyd was doing the same thing? Floyd wasn't. I told you.
I mean it's controversy behind him. I ain't gonna say if it's
He
right, but
called
I
out.
always leave it to this. I always leave it to this. Roy first Mayweather only fought 50 fights. You put Roy first 50 against Mayweather, he blow him away. The dude
Probably.
didn't get,
I
he
mean,
never got hit he never got hit hard for 50 fights. His first 50 fights. He never got
even though Floyd did
he
get
never
hit,
been jobbed.
he
And this
still won
you know
though.
what I'm saying? I know this dude Floyd is the most smartest, most focused boxer ever. This dude done all this stuff, man. He's man by the 2000 hit, man. This dude was just doing all type of shit. That's how talented Roy was, man.
Yeah,
Go play basketball, rapping, all type of stuff. He got caught up in all type of stuff, man.
right,
And just going out there playing with people, man, knocking them out.
right.
Right, man. Mayweather wouldn't want to see that dude in his prime, even if they
I
were in the right weight class,
agree.
bro.
I don't believe he would.
He
No,
would
I
duck
don't. But
him.
right, I believe he would. I. That's what I'm saying. He would have for various reasons. We just talked about breaking down the weight. That's why I'm trying to. That's why I was trying to tell you the last time. If Floyd was to get into the ring, look, whatever they agreed to fight on, right? Roy Jones is going to rehydrate. He's going to rehydrate his weight. So, and if going into that fight, Roy Jones is not going to be fighting Floyd at no 160 pounds. No, he's gonna be
Even
walking
at
up in that bad boy.
155, he gonna get knocked. He gonna either run for
Huh?
his life, or he gonna catch a hook. He
He
gonna
said
catch
he
a
gonna
hook.
run for his life.
Once he tastes one of them hooks, Captain Hook, because you know that was his nickname too. Once Mayweather tastes one of them hooks, he gonna try to run and outpoint Roy, and that shit ain't gonna work. That's what's gonna happen. That's not gonna work on Roy, man. Roy defense is just as good as Mayweather's, just in a different way.
So is Floyd offense good?
Yeah, Floyd one of the most accurate punchers, but you gotta realize Roy, this dude went. This dude holds a record, copy box record of not getting hit in the whole round. And dude threw like 50 punches at him and didn't get hit. And
I mean,
he had a couple of years where he didn't lose a round the whole year. He fought like 3 or 4 fights and didn't lose a round.
I mean, hey, that's amazing. But hey, uh, Floyd still fought superior, uh, in his prime, past his prime. I don't care what you
No, but
tell me.
I'm saying that to say that Roy is not gonna be able
Uh,
to point point him out and run like he was able to do at the Sugar Shane
he
rocks
wasn't gonna
him.
make it.
He wasn't gonna be able to just box him out, point him, and just win the fight after he
But
get
but
hit.
but but you didn't even watch the Zab Judah fight.
Zab Judah fighting, I can't remember this. I've seen that fight, man. I watched it twice. It's
Oh
so
He
old,
was
man,
a
man. When
I'm
southpaw.
telling you,
That Judah
the
was
first four
coming
rounds,
into the fight.
uh,
Judah was giving Floyd the work.
yeah,
Yeah, in the beginning of the fight, and then
he, yeah, the first 4 rounds he
but
gave him hell.
he was a dirty fighter too, though, man. But you know,
Yeah,
he was doing some
and
dirty shit
and
against Floyd
Zab
that
Judah
fight.
was quicker than Roy. I mean, the quicker than Mayweather. He was quicker boxer.
But
And
You
he was
know,
giving him the work.
Mayweather chopped the street down.
yeah. But the thing about Zab Judah is he couldn't do that the whole fight. He wasn't as mentally focused on as you know what I'm saying. He was naturally more gifted than a Mayweather, but Mayweather smarter and more mentally focused. After
Yeah,
them
he was
4 5,
cerebral.
yeah.
And
After them four or
Floyd
five rounds,
Floyd started
man, you
making
gotta do that,
adjustments,
man.
man.
Huh?
You got to make adjustments as a fighter.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though his record doesn't reflect this, I really thought that, and you know he lost a few. His uncle, like looking at his uncle, I kind of I like the way that his uncle fought because I went back and I looked at Roger and I said, man, to me, but for that time, that's how they were fighting. It was predicated on, okay, hey, look, I'm finna. I'm gonna take a lick, and you gonna take a lick, stuff like that. But I think what Floyd brought to the game was actually, and that's why I say he's one of the most cerebral guys. He wants to be able to live after boxing and good,
Yeah.
if that makes
And
any sense. And
I'm
that's
to
why
be
he
honest
started
with
doing the defensive thing.
you, I mean, I'm not no boxing savant.
Do you
I done said
you
this
hear it?
before. I'm
You
not
hear
a
this
boxing.
nigga Jacob? You see every
I'm
time he
not,
say that
bro.
shit. No, 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 no. No, stop that
But
shit. Every time he say
I'm
that shit,
not.
Jacob, oh yeah, I'm not no boxer, but he up here, hey, he up here spitting knowledge, talking about, oh yeah, Roy went. so long without being hit and all this other stuff. I was like, nah,
Now I know
nigga, you
about
gotta know
Roy
some
because he's
shit.
my boy though. I supposed to know about Roy.
That nigga be trying to do some reverse psychology shit on niggas, and then he'll hit you. He'll be like, damn, I didn't know
I
that
mean,
shit.
Nah, nah.
but like you said,
But
you
hold
study
on,
you
don't
you
cut
Hey,
me off. 'Cause I
I'm
want
fucking
to
with
ask
you,
this.
South man.
I want to ask y'all this because y'all a little bit older than me. Y'all probably watched a couple of more boxers because he wasn't in the Roy. He was in the. I know about
Man,
Mike too. You might have been in the
I'm
Riddick
only
Bowe and other people.
I ain't number 38, man.
Yeah, but y'all might have
yeah,
been in the. But I'm 36. But
you up there. What you
let me ask
mean?
y'all this.
Yeah, nigga,
Let me,
yeah, like,
y'all niggas old. Y'all niggas
like
old.
you in your 20s or something.
No, I told you.
Y'all
I
niggas
said
old,
I was
bro.
10 years old when I saw Roy Jones Jr.
Nah, go
I
ahead.
was
What you gotta say?
Now, this is what I was finna ask y'all. Now I'm just sitting here thinking about it. Y'all might know somebody, but Roy about the only person I know that's a knockout counterpuncher like that. I'm talking about a deadly knockout counterpuncher. Most counterpunchers are just box you. You know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, Roy was a lot of people didn't realize that this dude was a dude that get people out of there, and he a counterpuncher. Roy didn't normally he had pretty much been a counterpuncher. He come in there and showboat and all that. But Roy, pretty much his whole career, he was a counterpuncher. Because even when he lost his O to that disqualification, that was one of the few fights he had came out and just showed you that he could just destroy somebody when he got ready. Because he just man, he had to have him. He had to embarrass Griffin.
yeah,
Cause
Montel
I
Griffin.
think Griffin, yeah, Montel Griffin was the one that said that Mayweather. I mean that Roy Jones was quicker than Mayweather. Cause I think he fought Mayweather too, or he sparred him with him. He
Yeah.
said, "Man, Roy Jones quick."
Oh yeah, man. Uh, but man, like I said, when it comes down to the business of boxing,
but but
Mayweather
hold on,
gonna
yeah,
try to win.
hold on. I wanted y'all. Do y'all know? I want to bring that up. Do y'all know any other person that was a knockout, deadly knockout counterpuncher like Roy? He
No,
wasn't even a fighter like that. He was a counterpuncher.
no, I can't
Uh,
think of nobody.
it just came to my mind. I'm like, and
I
the dude just
mean, for this
devastating me.
day and age, I haven't seen nobody back then, but unless you really want to, you know, uh, Ali back in the days, because nobody talks about the counters that Ali would bring, and then what's it called? The thing about Floyd too, he started that pull counter. Well, he didn't start it, but he was utilizing that pull counter. Uh, I don't know if y'all know what the pull counter is, but he started utilizing it, and everybody started to take off of that pull counter and stuff. But the only one that I could think of is Garcia. But Garcia, he's just that's all he is about counter punching. I can't
I done
think of
seen a
any.
couple of Garcia fights,
Yeah, he's just straight. That's all he does is counter. He's one dimensional.
and Garcia, he got one. He done lost one or two fights now. I know he lost to who was that? He lost to.
Earl.
He was undefeated for a while. Yeah, he lost to Spence. That's his only loss, ain't it?
He lost to no. He lost to three. He got three losses on his record.
Oh, he got three now. Okay.
Yeah, he lost to
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Garcia. I done seen a couple of his fights. I want to say I seen the Earl fight too.
Lopez. Um, can't think of the other guy because I know he fought Sean Porter too.
He beat Porter. That's probably he
I
probably
think he
lost
did
that.
get that fight against
Oh, he
Porter.
did. Oh,
Who we talking
that
about?
fight.
Garcia, Danny
And the
Garcia.
Who?
Garcia.
Danny Garcia?
Uh huh.
He lost to Sean Porter.
Right.
Yeah, for,
Sean Porter beat him for his belt.
oh,
Sean
that was his
Porter,
third.
Yeah, okay. He lost that one. I
Sean
couldn't
Porter
remember.
a tough fight, boy. He a tough fight for
Sean Porter
anybody,
lost
though.
it against uh what's his name? He
John
lost
lost to
against
Earl.
Earl.
Yeah,
Yeah, he lost to Earl, and he I think
Unification.
he beat he beat Broner, didn't he?
yeah, he beat Broner.
Yeah, he
He
beat
wore Broner
Broner.
ass out, boy.
Oh,
I remember watching
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
fight.
He beat Brown.
After Broner got knocked out, he stopped throwing his hands, man. I don't know what he be doing.
No,
Think
no,
he
he
beat
he
it.
made it. No, no, he made it back though. He got a win just a few months ago.
No, I'm just saying though, he went a long period where he was fighting these people and one throw his hands. I'm like, what is he doing? And we're
Yeah, he
getting
was
mad
up
because
in
he was
there
losing
focused
fights.
on women.
And then we're getting mad. Who was that he fought? He thought he won. Was it Pacquiao? He thought he big
Yeah.
Pacquiao. Like, man, you ain't even throwing no. You ain't even throwing nothing.
No, but you know what? But you know what? On the cool, after kind of watching the fight, he actually fought pretty decent against Pacquiao. He just didn't do enough.
That's what I'm saying. He
I
had a
agree with
couple of
Braun.
fights he was doing that shit.
Sure, Mikey Garcia, he shouldn't have lost. Man, there's no Mikey Garcia was like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, telling you. Broner need Daddy Floyd, man. He need Daddy Floyd. He had Daddy Floyd in this corner, he'll still be undefeated. My opinion.
Hmm.
He'd be unbeaten.
I don't know.
Like Floyd.
Hey, South Political. I had a chance to look at because I've been studying Shakur Stevenson. I was telling Jacob Jennings, y'all have brought up a good point about Jaron Ennis. And
Yeah.
Earl Spencer came out and said that he's next in line. He's next in line as long as he plays his card right. So
Well, he
shout out
he
to y'all for
quick
bringing that up,
and he
man.
got
What?
some pop.
Yeah,
You went and watch him. He
talk
got
some
some
more
quick hands.
about Jaron Ennis, man. Because I,
Hey,
I I looked at him a little bit, but what do y'all
he
think? Do y'all
actually
think he's gonna be at
he
the
actually
top of the?
fight kind of like I don't know if he's as intelligent as Crawford, but he actually switch it up and he quick. He goes southpaw orthodox. He play with people and his hands quick and he got some. I mean, it's I don't know how hard he hit, but his gloves sound loud when he hit you. Like pop 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 pop. I'm like, dang. I mean, I haven't seen that much of him. I just kind of came on to him about this past year, and I was like, man, this dude interesting. I seen him switching up on dude. He got some quick hands. But, I think he like 20-0. He round. Have he got 20 fights in? No, Jacob. Have you seen him fight?
Talking about Jerron Ennis?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. That's why I was telling Polo. I haven't seen him fight. I mean, I've been hearing about him, but I haven't seen him fight.
Yeah, he
So,
got some quick
yeah, I
hands, and
couldn't.
he like to switch it up to southpaw or orthodox and mess with his opponent, kind of like Crawford
Right,
do. I
right,
ain't saying
right.
he just exactly like Crawford, but he just remind me how he like
Right.
to, switch the pace up,
Yeah.
give you different looks,
Hmm.
you know. But
That's what I'm saying. Roy Jones even said it that it's difficult fighting a switch hitter fighter. A switch hitter fighter, he Roy Roy
Y'all,
has
y'all,
been in.
y'all like southpaws, huh? My bad, Jacob Jennings.
No, no, you cool.
now it's a
You
lot of
cool.
good southpaws out right now though.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
true.
Tank, Lemachenko, you
Earl.
got yeah, Earl. I mean, what do you mean? He said we like him. I'm like, it's a lot of
Yeah,
good
I
ones.
know, I know. I don't know because for a while Jacob Jennings at South, y'all remember, and they even did this subliminal in Rocky. Uh, a lot of people didn't like Southpaws like that. They put the subliminal in Rocky because remember Mickey, he was like, yeah, Southpaws. They ought to be outlawed or some shit like that. Remember that when he was talking about southpaws and shit, like how he hated southpaws and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then the little youngster Stevenson, man, there's some nice ones out there.
Shakur, man, that
And
guy, man, oh, go ahead. Somebody was finna say
now
something.
go ahead. Now he
No,
real
no.
polished. He real nice and polished. Stevenson. I was just watching him earlier. Be honest with you,
Uh huh.
I was watching him fight somebody. I think he got a fight coming up this weekend.
Yeah. He
He
has a
fight
fight
some
coming
black
up.
dude.
Jamel Charlo got a fight coming up. Of course, everybody's waiting on Deontay Wilder. Then we got Earl versus Pacquiao, and then Oscar De La Hoya on September the 16th.
I'm just not forward to looking at Wilder fights no more. I don't know what it is. I'm just not.
Oh, Oscar De La Hoya.
No, I'm talking about Wilder.
Oh wow!
I,
Oh yeah, he been training hard, man.
yeah.
You know him and Charlo's woman got into it though. His woman been talking trash about Wilder, talking about you lost fair and square. Uh, Race wasn't involved and all this other stuff. Hey, talk to me about that a little bit, y'all. Do y'all really feel like
You
Wilder got cheated or he lost fair and square?
I don't know, man. That's why I don't even got the energy for it, man. I'm gonna tell you, he did seem weird. Like when he got knocked down one time, it was like he was acting funny, like he got knocked down, but he really wasn't hurt. Especially when they threw the towel in. It was weird, man. But I just don't got the energy for it.
Do you
I
think?
don't feel like the fight gonna be even good enough for even all the hysteria around it.
Do you? Hey Jacob and Sal, do you think he should have fired his Brulin like that? Do you think it was wrong for
Mark
him to
Breland.
fire? Yeah. Do you think he should have fired him?
If you feel that way, I would assume anybody would fire if they feel like they was set up.
But see, he was trying to save his career, possibly even save his life. Because if you go back and look at that fight, his equilibrium was really messed up. And I don't know if it's happened to you, South or Jacob, but I done got knocked, uh, unconscious to the point where my equilibrium was thrown off. And when you do that, and I'm not talking about in fighting. That was just in basketball, because I got
Yeah.
hit in the temp. I got elbowed in the temple, and when I got up, uh, like it was kind of like uh, everything was I was ringing. Like I couldn't even walk straight. I was seeing like doubles and everything like that. And they a power forward immediately just snatched me and put me to the bench because that dude was like 6'11", and he took me to the bench or whatever, and I didn't play the rest of the game. But when you get your equilibrium is off, man, that's it. You can't do
Oh
anything.
yeah. Yeah. If that was the case, I understand. But I'm just getting tired of digging in some of this stuff that's conspiring, especially around sports, man. Because it's like I don't know how to do with really feeling prior to it. All this is just like, is all this allegation really worth this next fight coming up? Because if he go out there and get his ass beat by what Fury again, it's gonna be like, what was all this for? You know what I mean? What was all this for?
I think
You,
I think it'll be a different fight. What I think about the last fight, to me, it just looked like Wilder wasn't. I don't know. Just seemed like he wasn't. He didn't really. I just feel like he was lacking a lot of some 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 skills. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like I don't know. It just seemed like he wasn't ready for that fight to me. I don't know. That's just what it
yeah,
seemed like.
it
I
was
feel like
weird.
now
Right.
He didn't seem like it was himself.
yeah, he just something was off with him with me the even before the fight. way before the fight. Something ain't right about it, man. Just I think he's a little bit more. I think he's way more tuned. Um, I like his training regimen right now, man. I really truly think he looks more of a serious, focused, a tune. He looks more like a tuned fighter. I think he's gonna do well. Do I think he'll beat Fury this time? I think he'll beat him just because he'll be able to fight a little bit more smarter. He'll be able to use some more tactical. His body will eventually will gel, and he'll come in. He'll gradually be able
I
to learn how to make adjustments and fights better with a new
I
fight style. That's what it's for.
I mean, that sounds good, man, but I've never seen nobody this far in their career come from the skill set he had, then all of a sudden start boxing or whatever. I've
What are
never
you
seen
saying?
it
Like
before.
too late? You saying it's too late?
I mean, the dude, what he been a knockout artist for 10 years, damn near. Then all of a sudden now you finna start. I don't know. That kind of it kind of
Late.
remind me of it kind of remind me of Dez Bryant. I was saying about Dez. For 8, 9 years, all you did was just outpower people 50-50 balls. Now you want to wait till your athleticism gone to try to run routes. You can't wait till your 7, 8 year. Now you want to start trying to run routes because you don't got your same natural ability.
Right.
I mean,
Hold on, y'all.
I love to see
He,
it,
Pause.
he
but
talk about this. He talk about this. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Y'all both
Oh, let me
Cowboys
make
fans.
this.
I'm tripping.
You talk about this. Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
My bad.
Dez wanted to wait till Dez wanted to wait. I seen it a long time ago. I remember we were playing the Saints. I think it was like 20. I was like around about 2013, and he let a DB pick the ball off because he don't run routes. Because he always been big and strong than everybody, and I knew eventually when he got older, I was like, it's gonna be a problem. And, and that was the biggest reason they had to get rid of Dez. Like once he had that injury, that foot injury, and he wasn't the same athletically, and he never did really learn how to run routes. Time for him to go then. I mean, I don't know. That's just an analogy I use. I don't know, man. I'm just not looking forward to this
Now,
Wilder fight.
what about my boy Dez Bryant from Luckman?
Dez was a beast, man. All time Cowboy leader in touchdown touchdown
Man,
reception.
there's
But
that nigga.
when his pro, when this the thing about it, Jerry Jones babied him so much, he never did
Yeah,
have the pressure to get better,
yeah,
to
that's
add more
true.
stuff to his game, like route running. Like no
Yep.
matter how
I
you should
gotta,
know from
I
the
gotta,
greats.
I gotta
Jerry
part
World
ways
taught
with y'all on that, man. I gotta part ways with
No,
y'all on that because
no,
there's, man,
hey,
this,
I know,
yeah, there's.
man.
Listen, somebody asked me if there's is a Hall of Famer, and I
what?
said no. Did he? Yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer because he
Why
he only
Dez? Why
had
he
like
not
maybe
a Hall of
what he
Famer?
had like maybe three good. He's not. He's in the Cowboys, maybe the Cowboys Hall of Fame, but he's not a football,
Well, that's a lot
not
of
from the
receivers
football
not a
league,
Hall of Famer.
Gold
Dez
Jacket
not.
Hall of Fame. Huh?
Okay, I agree with you on that, Polo. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I think
he's not a Hall of Famer. South
he's a Hall
Political. He wasn't consistent.
of Famer,
Uh,
but
he,
not overall Hall of Fame. I wouldn't.
Nah, I think
he was
Dez a
a
Hall of
great
Famer.
talent.
He
I
might
I
not be
seen him.
first
Hey,
ballot.
I saw him play. He's really athletic. Just like hooping wise, he
But
wasn't doing all
Dez
that dribbling. But that nigga could get up, man. But
Dez
as
got some
far
of the
as
strongest hands I've ever seen. Like I ain't talking about best hands, like strong. I ain't never seen nobody could catch a slant with a DB just draped on you with your hands, all hands.
I
That
agree,
joker strong, boy,
I
huh?
agree. But once he had that plantar fasciitis though, South Political, and you know that Jacob Jennings. the same type of
Oh Lord,
injury that Kevin Durant had. That was it for him.
your feet is everything,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
My
Cause
feet
he,
And he
I
hurt
tried
right
to
mean,
now.
play. He shouldn't have came back. Him and Kevin Durant, they had even had conversations. They were talking about coming back because Kevin Durant came back early, and so did Des Bryant. And I think I forget who warned them and told them not to come back early, but they still came back early, and that's when Kevin Durant he had another injury right after that. And Des Bryant, that's a situation he couldn't perform right.
yeah. Cause I mean, Dez was a 50-50 ball. He throw it up there. Romo throw it up the sideline. He going up and snatching over whoever on it.
It's just
Cause
like
his
Romo.
hands too damn
I
strong.
don't think Romo's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but Dez, I think Dez a Hall of Famer, man. Dez,
Why Romo not
Dez,
a
at
Hall
his
of
peak, he
Famer?
had some ridiculous.
I
He had
know,
some
I know,
ridiculous
I know,
numbers.
Jacob. I know you better say it, man, because man, he never,
Man. Now
he
I'm
never,
finna cry like T.O.
huh?
That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
Yeah, that's my teammate. Look, okay, with Tony Romo, it never
Yes.
failed.
We can't hear you, Polo. That's how we know you capping.
I'm back. So that's my quarterback.
He capping right now. That's why we can't hear him.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. All right, girl. Down, yeah, yeah.
All right, can you hear
Hey,
me?
South, man, you gotta come back. Yeah, you gotta come back to Texas, man.
Can you hear me?
Man, I'm up here taking care of business right now, man. Huh?
All right,
Can
man.
y'all hear
Hey,
me
man.
Yeah, we can hear you
now?
Hey,
now. You got to
you
tell
hear
the truth, and you got to
Okay,
tell the
look,
truth.
no, because I heard that little soliloquy you just said. Captain. That's not Cap. Roy, not Romo.
my quarterback.
Romo, yeah, Romo is not a Hall of Famer, and this is why, because he never capitalized. He never capitalized in the red zone, or hardly capitalized in the red zone, and he never capitalized within 2 minutes with the game on the line, and he never got his team over the hump, man. Never did. He was He was a
Oh,
glorified regular season quarterback, and that was
okay.
it.
Romo got a
What?
lot of
Aaron
comeback
Rodgers?
victories.
Yeah.
Romo got a
He,
lot of comeback victories.
A
yeah, in
whole
the
bunch
regular
of them.
season.
I say Romo's a fringe Hall of Famer. Romo did put up good enough numbers to be Hall of
Oh
Famer.
yeah, he did brilliant in the regular season, South. But when it came to sealing the deal, I mean, Eli Manning got more rings than that motherfucker.
Man, come on, bro. You gonna really do that?
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna really do that? A dude that led the
Absolutely,
league in
because they were in the
interceptions like two
same. They
times.
were in the same
Man, Eli was
division and the
terrible,
same
man.
conference.
So Jim Kelly's in a Hall of Famer, and he went to 4 Super Bowls and lost. So I
Right,
mean,
but yeah,
you
he
know,
went to the
Terry
super. He went
Bradshaw,
to the Super Bowl.
Terry Bradshaw, one of the worst Hall of Famers. He threw like 60 more interceptions than touchdowns in his career.
How many rings he got?
I know because he was on a good team, and he was
No,
in
no, I
the
don't.
70s where
Man,
you ran
Romo
the
had
ball and you had
weapons.
good defense.
Man, Romo had
oh,
weapons. I don't want to hear that. Romo had T.O.
Bro, Romo don't got no 60. Romo got one of the top 5 all-time passer ratings too.
yes.
Right, and then what? And then what
Is a
happened?
Hall of
The problem,
Romo.
Yeah,
this is the
He's
problem.
a Cowboys Hall of Famer.
Oh, come on, Polo. Why he ain't a Hall of Famer? So Jim
He's a
Kelly get to be a Hall of
Cowboys Hall
Famer?
of Famer. So let me ask you. Oh, no. I'm glad we on this because I know y'all finna escape out of here and
Finna
keep
escape.
y'all up in here because I know you're trying to escape from this argument. So who's better, Dak or
I
Romo?
want it all. I want it all.
I mean, Dak's still playing. How you gonna say that?
No, what are you talking about? Judge based on his skill
Right.
set.
One
Who do you
one
like
player
better?
season over. One player season career over. One still in the middle of their career. Like I don't.
Judged on the no. Listen, judged on based on what you have seen South Solidical
I
from
I think
everything as far as the managing the game, his skill, how he throws, stuff like that. Who are you taking?
of course I'm gonna take Dak now because I'm hoping he gonna get us some chips. God damn
Well, we
it.
gotta see how he looks after that injury too. But
He done signed with
Yeah, because
Jordan. They need to get them
if he
rings
don't,
like Jordan.
if look, sounds political. If he don't, I am going on a tirade. I'm going
He
on
done
a
got his
tirade.
money.
I thought South Solidical would like a guy like Dak because Dak has got
I love some Dak.
in his first year
I love
he
Dak.
did way better than did you know that
Dak Dak
Dak went 13 weeks without having a single turnover. No, I think
listen.
it was like
Dak,
11 weeks up until he played the Saints.
this is the thing.
That's
Dak
tremendous.
since he entered the league in 2016, he's been second behind Tom Brady in comeback. A lot of people don't know that. In comeback wins. Second behind Tom
Very
Brady.
good. Very good.
Of course I want him to be better than Romo. We didn't win no rings with Romo. But it wasn't all Romo's fault. You can't I
Oh my
mean
God.
Romo, this is the
Now,
thing.
So
Hold on, let me
no, we're
finish.
not.
I gotta break this shit down. Romo played with two 32 ranked defenses one year. What was that 2014 when we were like the record worst defense? When we had what was that one of them Kiffin bars having us run cover two, and he got Demarcus Ware in coverage and all that crazy
We
stuff.
didn't have we had the worst secondary of all. Yeah, we ain't got no damn secondary. Our best secondary we ever had was Prime. That's it.
Now I'm saying during Romo one now we had one year where we were ranked last in defense and we were 8-8. So we know we didn't win no 8 games off no defense. So
eight and eight, eight and eight, eight
and
and
we were
eight,
second
eight
to
and eight.
last
It
in
was always
rushing.
every year 8 and 8, 8 and
And
8.
we was hold on. One year we were last in
Hold
defense
on,
and we
man.
were second to last in rushing. So how we win 8 games? If we
It worked.
second to last in rushing and last in defense, how we win 8 games? Pun. That means a quarterback carried us. Every year Romo was hurt, we didn't win more than 4 games.
Right in the regular
right?
season. He never got y'all over the hump. And when he got to the playoffs, guess what? He never failed. And you can't blame it on the defense end because he had every opportunity to capitalize. When he was in the red zone and he dropped the ball. And when he
I'm
was
gonna
in the
tell
red
you,
zone, he didn't make a
I
right read.
remember
When he was in the
I
red
remember two
zone, every single year,
hold
third
on,
down
no, it wasn't
conversion
not
wasn't
every
making the
year.
right decision. Come on
No,
now.
no, no. Hold on, let me talk. This is the thing. 2008 playoffs. We played the Giants. This is the year they went and beat the Patriots. Marion
Right.
Barber had 127 yards rushing at halftime. You know how the second half we got 10 holding calls on offense. I don't know if you remember this game, Jacob, because I remember some. I'm
I
a
remember
Cowboy
it.
fan. You remember
I
we had
remember it.
like 10 holding calls, and one of them was when T.O. called like a 60-yard pass or something, a big
Yep.
play. Holding. Then we get to the end of the it wasn't no Romo playing bad. We had like 10 holding calls the second half. Then we get to the end of the game. It's fourth down. Of course, you're gonna throw a pick. It's fourth down. What you gonna do? Throw the ball out of bounds? I mean, your old line it had 10 penalties the second half, and we end up
Right.
losing that game to the Giants. And then you remember that playoffs? We played the Vikings. Romo got sacked like
Yeah,
6 times in the first half.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was like 2010, I
That
want
was
to
2000,
say
that was the follow,
2009.
that was the following year.
Yeah, 2009. Because that dude, what you
Yeah,
call that sorry ass defensive end, he ended up getting a contract. What is it, Hunter? And he was garbage,
yeah.
but our offensive line made him look good because he had like 4 sacks that game.
Hmm.
He got a contract out there.
Yep.
I'm like,
God
man,
damn, shorty.
I'm like, how
Woo.
can you blame
Hold on,
Romo?
y'all. I'm looking at something nice right here. Mm. Well, if I wasn't eating this breakfast sandwich,
I'm
you
like,
know what I'm saying? Biscuits and
Romo,
eggs.
yeah, Romo will put it in a position where he had to carry too much. That was the problem.
Right.
All great quarterbacks, good franchises still realize we need to put a defense, running back, even Peyton Manning. They drafted Peyton Manning in '98. What they done in '90? I mean, they drafted Marvin Harrison in '97 or '96. Then they
Yeah.
drafted
Come on.
Peyton Manning in '98. What they do in '99? They got Edrin James,
Yep.
one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Peyton Manning. They didn't sit there and say, "No, you don't need no O lineman. You don't need no running back. You
Yeah.
great."
Nah. Nah, you
Oh
right.
man. Yeah, Romo, goddamn, out there with hurt ass Felix Jones and Troy Hambert
Yeah.
and shit like that. Who else we had?
I used to
Felix
call him. I
Jones.
used to call him Tippy Toe.
We
Tippy
had
Toe Hundred.
Greg Jones. We had Greg Jones, that twin too. It was what is Greg Jones? We had
Who's my
Felix.
Felix? The running back?
Yeah,
Felix
you
Jones.
remember we
My
had the
Felix.
now we had another Jones. You remember he was a twin. His brother played
He
for
became
the
prominent.
Bears.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. He had Greg Jones. Yeah, his
Yeah,
that one that his twin. Wasn't
yeah.
he a
I
twin?
can't. Yeah, Felix wasn't a
I thought they
twin.
was
Felix,
twins. I thought they
yeah,
was a
one of
twin.
them. Yeah, but
Well,
Felix
I
Jones
thought they
wasn't
was
a twin.
twins.
But he was another person.
Yeah, his
But we
brother
had,
Greg Jones.
yeah,
Greg Jones straight.
yeah. He went to Notre Dame.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
played for
Felix
Notre
went to
Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah, I remember he was hard. He was
Now
hard.
Felix was at Arkansas with McFadden. You getting them confused,
No,
man.
hold on. I know you talking about Felix Jones. Felix
His
is Jones.
name
They
might
call
not
him
be
Felix
Greg
McFadden.
Jones. See, his
We
name
had
might not
Felix
be
Jones.
Greg Jones.
We got Felix Jones in 2008.
Yeah,
Felix was a rookie.
yeah, because he played
I know you're
with
talking about.
McFadden in Arkansas. Him and McFadden played with
Mm-hmm.
each other in Arkansas.
Right, right. Damn
But the
McFadden,
other
yeah.
Jones was a twin. His brother played for the Bears. He was running back for the
Yeah,
Bears.
you talking about uh
I, I can't remember
uh
his first name. His first name might not have
uh
been Greg.
now it was man, damn shit. I can't even look it up. I know you talking about. He was 21.
Yeah,
I know you talking about.
like when Romo first took their position and Jerry Jones crazy ass ran Parcells up out of there. And then what was that? That was on a Monday Night Football when Bledsoe sorry ass got hurt. And then they let Romo come on in there, and we end up getting that wild
Mm,
card that year. And he fumbled.
yep.
We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs that year, man.
That was in '06.
Romo carried us then, huh?
That was in '06. And
Yeah,
Romo
Romo
good,
carried
man.
us then. Yeah, we wasn't
Shit,
supposed to make.
what Romo
Bro,
called? Hey,
we
Romo
had
didn't
some.
lose his
Romo played with
playoffs.
some sorry teams,
I
and the
give
only
Romo this. I give Romo this. He was tough, in terms of him going out there and playing while he was hurt and stuff. But in terms of capitalizing, man, as a quarterback,
no,
he never really showed me that, man.
but this is the thing. Our best team was that 2011 when we had DeMarco Murray, and
Hmm.
and this sorry ass
That
nigga
old one
got
one
tapped on
hit
the
wonder
shoulder.
ass motherfucker. I can't stand that
Listen,
motherfucker.
listen. You don't remember our best team we had with Romo. I think that was 2011. We played the Packers, and this nigga, we was up on them. Romo didn't play bad that game. That was the infamous drop pass, the infamous catch when they said Dez Bryant didn't catch that ball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he didn't.
That when we got cheated. Man, come on, man, we
No,
got
he
cheated.
didn't. Go back and look at that. He did not catch the ball.
Come on, man. Then the next year, the same thing happened with Calvin Johnson. They called it a touchdown. That's next year. You remember that, Jacob? The same fucking thing.
Hey Jacob, was that a catch?
Hold on.
The
South
same
Political.
year.
You
The
know damn
next
well
year they called
that
it a
Hold
wasn't no
touchdown
catch.
of week
on.
one
Hold
with
on,
Calvin
man.
Johnson
What was
done.
the question?
Now I was telling them
What
the
was
best
the
team Romo had was that year they called it when we played the Packers, we got cheated by the Packers. And then you had
Oh man, we
DeMarco
got shit.
Murray. Yeah. He
What
talking about
happened?
We
that
got
wasn't no
cheated.
kick.
That was a kid.
Romo played his ass off
That
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 game.
wasn't a that wasn't a catch. What's up, Annie K? I see you in here.
Oh, come on, Polo.
That wasn't a catch. It wasn't.
That was that
Yeah.
that was a year we had a chance to go fight for a chip, man. And them niggas
Are
cheated
you
the
are
hell out of
you
us.
blaming the NFL for not letting y'all
Bro, they
go?
still talk about that today. How they
Eh,
went and changed the rules. That's the catch. They call that shit not a catch for us.
I don't think
Hey, we was beating everybody in
at
the in
first
the in the in the
at,
NFC.
at
We wanted
first at
ours
first
over.
hey, and this is the thing, South Political. At first, I was like, yeah, it's a catch. You know what I'm saying? But then I went to go really watch it, man. It wasn't.
Man, that was a catch. The man fell on the
Come on,
ground and was
Polo.
getting up.
It wasn't
How was that not a catch?
because
Do
going
you
back.
remember the next
Oh,
year Calvin Johnson done the same thing
I
in
know,
the week
man.
one
I
and won
know.
a game and won and beat
I
somebody
know.
on week
But
one.
but you just said that you don't get into conspiracy theories, right?
No, this is facts. This ain't no conspiracy.
No, it is a conspiracy because they're wondering why they let them go and they didn't let the Cowboys go.
Man,
Isn't that ironic? Isn't there some irony in that? Or, you're saying that
I
they
don't
didn't
I
let
don't
them
get into
go.
this. I don't get into these games rigged and all that. That's when you get into conspiracy. I just say we
Okay,
got cheated.
but you just no, you just said okay. Why, College Johnson he just caught that one, but why didn't they call that
That
one?
just I'm just giving you an example how inconsistent shit was at that time. That's why I'm saying that.
Nah, it ain't no inconsistency, man. You know, yeah, you want to say it so bad.
But the
you,
whole league been talking about this though. Polo,
I
he act
know,
like I'm making
I
this
know.
up. Jacob, haven't they
Hey,
been
look,
talking about this, man?
no, 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 no. I know you're not making anything up. Matter of fact, that was a topic of conversation for about at least a year and a half, 2 years straight.
Yeah.
That was a topic
Yep.
for you. So you're speaking facts on that. And at first, like I told you, I was in agreement with you and Jacob at first. I went go slow it down, and I talked to like two guys that play receiver, and they said as much as they love theirs and as much as they like theirs, it wasn't a catch.
But they done called stuff worse than that a catch and
I know.
reviewed it. They reviewed Calvin Johnson's too.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, South Political and Jacob. I'm gonna tell you what a conspiracy to me is. A conspiracy is not giving that motherfucker Marshawn Lynch the ball from
Hmm.
Pete Carroll calling that play, and Russell Wilson could have just went ahead, just gave him the ball, went against him, and they could have just had a Super Bowl then. Wasn't that didn't that kind of think? Oh, man, what the fuck? Why didn't he give Marshawn the ball?
Man, yeah, you can say that. But you ain't is the thing about it, man, with the stuff that the league done to us the past, even the other Packer when we played Dak rookie year, when
Salute
we
to you,
played
Red
the
Pill.
Packers.
I see you in the building. Hey, hold that thought, y'all. I'm finna get on a whole nother live or whatever. Y'all can continue cooking, but I'm finna talk about some other stuff because we stay with us and everything. If you want to, y'all can pull up later. Um,
Yeah.
man, Jacob Jennings, South Political, man. You already know how we do.
Ooh,
LDBC, Annie K, Red Pill, everybody that stopped through to show love, man. Appreciate it, man. But stay with us, man. We ain't done. I'll holler at y'all.
All right.
uh